Yo, what is good? My anime faithful, what is good, yo? Guys, tell me why I have found a new favorite character in Mob Psycho and it is not even freaking Mob. Like, what the heck? We just saw the one man teleporting army wreck every single Esper we pretty much know besides Mob, and of course the ultimate fighter himself, Reagan. Can't beat Reagan in fighting. It's impossible. But God, guys, these are the types of things that when you watch it for the first time, you can't stop but you should be pausing and taking your time to enjoy these moments because you might not ever find a show pushing out these types of battles and thought process. Not to mention making characters that live in the same continuity and the same universe as someone like Saitama, making them up at that type of power level, guys. Like, there's not a lot of shows doing it anymore, or if they are doing it, they might not even be doing it correct. So that was sick. I feel like I ultra instinct behind Blackbeard right there. That was dirty. But yeah, if people were doing shows like this all the time, there would be no real criticism because these build-ups, these battles, these new characters that are enforcing the battles, it's just so hype. Oh my god. So this teleporting guy, pretty much with Mind's Eye, finally lost his cool. Finally heard some things that kind of put him in a position to not perform at his top ability. And because of that, I understand, why he was kind of actually getting caught and he was actually taking some damage. But, he then redapps everything. He brings it all back. He remembers what he needs to do, and what he needs to do is just beat everybody in the vicinity. So what does he do? He blocks out everything: birds, cars, people, attacks, all that stuff, and just goes in, guys. My God. Um, Punching up to 3 to 4 people before they can even blink or continue their attack, then teleporting to the next group of 3 people or four, hitting all of them, being stopped by one person who then gets countered. Just seeing him before that though, just literally fighting every member that betrayed the what are they, the scars or something. All the people from the scars that just have gone their own way and they're doing their own thing, they are just looking so cool while trying to fight. Like, we got a guy who pretty much lost all of his hair and still is one of the coolest people in the show, and one of Mob's really good friends as well. But to think that we are going to see Mob pretty much go up top and try to take on the rest of this by himself seems pretty ridiculous in the grand scheme of things, because we already know what's his face is bringing to the table. The boss. We already know what he's about to bring to the table, and it's nothing good. Holy crap, that was cool. Um, but because of that, we also know now what Mob's powers look like to somebody who's clearly terrified of seeing power. Like, he's not someone who wants to see something that can overdo him, and because of that, it's a good way to scale, uh, how close Mob just may be to the boss, who has an attack that's been charging for 20 odd something years. Okay, we are getting into very, very interesting territory here, guys, and I don't think many people understand that Mob even had this type of showing in its show. Like, not to mention he was fighting against, this guy is fighting against everybody that we pretty much know and know to be at least decent enough to do some damage to some powerful people. But not only all of that, they're doing he's, Mob is pretty much keeping up with one guy who is, creating plans and beating people that can be offense, defense, and support all at one time, and he's beating them like it's nothing, to think that he then beats that guy who can destroy them, and pretty much do it he does it casually. um it's ridiculous. Like, everybody is so strong as the Ultimate Five or whatever they are, the people who are working with the boss. But Mob's just making some of them look like straight playthings, guys, and that's what Saitama does to everybody. And I think it's worthy to say that if Mob was to go angry and go into mode, not question mark, question mark, question mark, I think he would be able to at least almost kill Saitama. And I only say almost and at least is because Saitama has broken his limitations. He's broken beyond everything. So that could be even like psychic powers and stuff. Like, the body, this power that it's having is a natural human thing that's happening at this point, because there's a lot of espers that do this, right? So as of this world, some espers are normal, and some not being esper is still normal too. It's not like My Hero, where there's more heroes or more quirks than there is normal people. It's the opposite, because there's less espers than there are people in this world. But it's still a normal thing, because Mob would try to eat stuff and the spoon would just get bent on its own without him trying. So somehow this is a human genetic thing that goes on. And the reason why I say all that is that's why it feels like it's something that might not be able to beat Saitama, because if Mob was to break his limitations, that would mean his psychic powers are still has somewhat of limitations, and the question mark, question mark, question mark might have been the one thing that actually shattered that that overall stigma of him having a limit on his power. So that is the best indication I have to say that someone who actually lives in the same universe as Saitama, and mind you, there's people that they're bringing up in the manga in One Punch Man that might be able to beat Mob, okay? Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's probably a villain that Saitama's fought in recently that could give Mob a really bad run for his money. So, with all that being said, we really see the boss and his son for a split second. I feel like this episode was really rushed, because we are on episode 11. I thought this was 10. This is 11, and I believe the season finale is next week. So we are looking at probably a very long, hefty battle between Mob and the boss, but he still has the umbrella guy to kind of get by, which I'm pretty sure the umbrella guy is the one who stopped a 3-month attack, like, casually. So yeah, we might have two big fights on our hand. Mom might have to fight that umbrella guy for a minute if he actually does fight. Because as soon as he did that thing, he kind of just hid behind the boss like, oh, my job here is done. I'm Winston Churchill. So I don't know where that's going. But can't wait to see where it does. Everybody has been injured and beaten and battered by the teleportation guy. That Mob doesn't even want any of them showing up for the final fight. He wants to just take it on himself so they don't have to suffer anymore, which is 110% the Mob we know. So not only is he growing, he's also maturing. But the one thing as well that I wanted to throw out there, guys, is when the plant guy gets defeated by a completely not even part of the relevant person, who's like a dead spirit at this point, we learn a lot from him, just from the simple fact that what he tells Mob is like, these people are doing this for selfish reasons. These people are doing this because they know they can, because they're stronger than all these people that come before them, and that's why they'll continue to do it. So are you gonna watch over these people all your life and tell me that they're going to be good forever and you can trust that, or are you yourself going to do something about it? Oh my God, too many hits. And oh, I got it. Let's go. And are you going to be the one to put an end to it? And I love that aspect because no one really asked him that question as of this moment. Like as of seeing these people who are using their powers to ruin everybody else's normal daily lives, what would you do to these people if you believe that they can't be changed? And Mob doesn't want to believe that they can't be changed, so he's going into this fight now trying to change and help people see differently. And I think he's done that with the teleportation guy by pretty much hearing why the teleportation guy is doing it and then telling him, are you kidding me, and about to smash his head into a million pieces and making him teleport away. I felt like it was kind of lackluster for some random character, or not random character, but a guy who's been scared by Mob to be like, oh yeah, he's gonna turn a new leaf after he just got yelled at like that. There's no way he's not gonna be a different person now. It's like, okay, like we know it worked on you, but this man, he's different. He's not you. Like, I don't know if you can say that. I don't know if you can say that, but of course it's probably going to be true, and he's probably not going to do either much, or he's going to go up to the boss and be like, boss, there's someone really strong out there, and he's going to be like, you ran away from him and you came to me, and you didn't think I'm going to smash your face in now? So if he dies, I will be super disappointed to lose my favorite character, but at the same time, I will get to see the boss smash on someone that's super strong. Not to mention, probably smash on Mob for a while before Mob actually gets serious. Uh, he just doesn't seem like he's gonna go into this thing forward headed and trying to rip everybody apart anymore. And he's going to maybe take his own advice that he was trying to talk to the spirit of the guy who saved them all against the plant person and try to do a little bit more reaching than less power using. So really interested to see where they go with this. This is getting interesting, but it's almost over, and we've already gotten the announcement for Slime Season 2, so an announcement for Mob Psycho Season 3? Can anybody see that happening? Come on, Briz. Let's get that. Let's get that. Please give us another season of Mob soon, and not in 2020 like Slime. But if you gotta give it us that in 2020, then by God, give it to us in 2020. No homo. Alright, everybody. I am the Anime G, and I will talk to y'all in the next one because, yeah, boy, got some stuff to do. And I still gotta watch another show and put it up. So later tonight, I will for sure have another video dropping. So please subscribe and have the notification bell on if you want to see Dodoro on the channel, and it will be on here later tonight. Not to mention, tomorrow I will be dropping content as well. I drop daily content as much as I can. So with that being said, thank you guys for the support, and I will be here tomorrow and tonight. So, Aida.